Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckatini, and what I got for you today, I'm going to break down this young man right here. This is Reese Alston. Now, Reese is one of the top players in the country, and he is not committed to anybody, that, as far as I know, when I was checking just now. But he does have 35 offers. He is in the 2027 class right now, so he would be not coming in this year, be next year. And he is an elite point guard prospect. And now I want to start by saying, usually if you follow me, been following me for a little bit, whatever, watching my videos, I usually slant these towards Arkansas. These are Arkansas offers, but Reese Alston is not an Arkansas offer. I'm not slanting it towards Arkansas here. It's just a neutral breakdown of Reese Alston. And I love watching these guys, and I've watched some video of him, and I'm gonna start doing some of these videos as well, breaking down some of these guys, just trying to do a neutral breakdown, not tying them to any team, not really even talking about who's recruiting them. But anyway, I mean, most everybody's recruiting Reese right here, and I guarantee Arkansas is inquired about him too. But anyway, Arkansas is not in any way tied to him. But 35 offers, big time. And I'm going to tell you what, this guy is fun to watch. He is explosive. Wow, he's a holy moly explosive. So anyway, big time player here. Like I said, the way I do this, I do a PowerPoint video, and then I show some video at the end of him, and kind of talk over it. And now this is coming from a 15-year veteran coach. Coached basketball, football mostly, but coached a lot of basketball, and still do some pee-wee stuff. Now I'm not a professional like I used to be. Now I'm just a teacher. And so anyway, really like what I see in Reese Alston. This guy's a heck of a player. So let's see what. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So hang out with me. Let's go through this PowerPoint, and then I'll show you some videos, show you what I'm talking about. Now, and you'll enjoy it, I promise you. So, Reese Alston, he's a 2027 point guard prospect breakdown. This is, like I said, just a neutral breakdown. I'm not angling it towards any school. He's 6'2", 175. He plays at Houston Second Baptist there in Houston, Texas. He has 35 offers as of June the 15th. That was as of Monday when I made this. This is Tuesday. Now, Little Skip is his nickname. He has National Guard buzz because of his pace, his scoring feel, his playmaking touch, and his bloodline. And I'll talk about his bloodline here in a minute. But the evaluation starts with what he does with the ball in his own hands. And he is explosive. He is a big-time playmaker for sure. Now, here's a snapshot. Like I say, he's a point guard. He's a lead guard. He's 6'2", 175 in the 27 class, and he has 35 offers. That's a holy moly right there for sure. Now, he's a high measure point guard with national level ranking profile. Very highly rated. Houston Second Baptist guard, plays with scoring confidence in lead guard field. I'm going to tell you, this guy is not lacking any confidence whatsoever. So you don't have to worry about that here with Reese. He has plenty of confidence to go around, and that's a good thing. Now, 247 Sports profile lists him as a top 10 national prospect and top 2 point guard in the class. He's a player. ESPN profile lists him as a 27 Houston guard at Second Baptist with a national ranking. Yeah. Now, he is a compact lead guard with scoring gravity. You might say, well, what is scoring gravity? That means that he requires so much attention. This guy attacks the baskets. Good shooter. Very good ball handler, right and left hand. Can attack you both ways. That he gets so much attention that he opens up avenues for other people. So it falls on other people to score, right? That's kind of the scoring gravity. Now, his family basketball pedigree, and you might know who his daddy is. We'll talk about here in a minute. And a reputation as one of the safest high floor guards in 27. Because he is, man, this guy's a really big time player. He's got production and skills. At 6'2", a little bit undersized, but some people don't matter about that. Some coaches like guards 6'3" or taller. It just kind of depends. But this guy here, man, he's a heck of a player. Now, his production resume, 25-26 headline numbers. He averaged 22 points per game, 5 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game, 3 steals per game. Holy moly, 3 steals. He led Second Baptist to back-to-back 5A state championships there in Texas. He won the Guy V. Lewis Award as the Greater Houston Boys Player of the Year. Houston's a big city. I don't know if you've ever been down there. A lot of players come out of Houston. So that's something to say. Why does all that matter? Well, these are not empty numbers, okay? The production came with winning, first of all, responsibility in late game shot creation. So if I'm looking to sign him in college, anybody, these guys are so talented. They can average 20 a game, but are they winning when they're doing that? And that's really important as the point guard. If you're leading the team, are you leading your team to wins, or are you just leading them in the ground? You're just getting your points and the heck with everybody else. So Reese is not that way. He's leading his teams to wins, back-to-back state champions. So that's very important, especially for your point guard, your lead guard. Now, his offensive identity. What pops on offense? First of all, I think that pops with me is that he's very comfortable as the primary ball handler. Boy, that ball is like an extension of his hand. I mean, he really can handle the ball really well. He can bring it up, he can organize the team, and he can create. He can create offense, he can create his shot, he can do it. Changes pace well. He's not just straight line fast, but he's controlled and sudden. And when he goes, he goes. He hits it now. He's quick, he's explosive is a word that I would use with him, is explosive. His scoring package is balanced. He can shoot the pull-up, get in the paint, the floaters, and free throw pressure. I mean, shooting at that free throw line, fouling him, sending him to the free throw line, all that. Now, he has a good feel for when to hunt his own shot versus when to keep the offense flowing. He's not a black hole. He does not, from what I've seen, appear to be a ball hog or anything. He averages 5 assists a game. That's pretty good. So he's not, a ball hog necessarily. Now, this was an evaluator phrase that I heard and said that he lead guard scoring gravity. And I was talking about what that means anyway. That scoring gravity means that he takes so much attention that then he opens up for the other players to score. They get easy shots because of all the attention he gets. And he's so quick to the basket, he's hard to stay in front of. So you got to have help with him. For sure. You got to have somebody in the paint waiting on him or coming backside. He forces defenses to react, which opens the floor for his teammates, and that's that gravity, that scoring gravity that I was talking about. Now, his point guard value, and that's what he is. The guard traits that translate to college is that he's a decision maker. He plays with enough pace to push the tempo without looking rushed. He never looks rushed that I've seen. Passing windows, he sees early help. He can hit the simple correct read, He can see it coming, and he can pass it out of there before he gets in a lot of trouble. Late clock option, he has the handle and pull-up confidence to rescue possessions. Definitely he does that. Competitive maturity. Production and awards suggest he has handled expectations well. And, for sure, back-to-back state champions. He was the Greater Houston Player of the Year. I mean, you don't get those awards easily. You have to have production, and you have to be mature, competitive maturity for sure. My projection for him is that he's a primary or high-usage secondary creator at the high major level for sure. Secondary creator, like if first offense don't kind of come through, he can then create for you. Now, in a high-usage guard, he can be the primary or high-usage guard, and then be a secondary creator if he has to, right? So the offense runs through him, and he's the quarterback. He's the guard. He's the lead guard. Defense. Does he play defense? Yes, he does. He has athleticism, has a good frame at 6'2", We'll talk about that here. But anyways, defensive indicators, he averages 3 steals per game. Points to activity, anticipation, and pressure instincts. That's really good. Guard size is solid, but strength development will be key against older college guards. He has quickness and body control to stay attached, especially when he's locked in. He's quick and explosive. He can move with anybody, with the best of them. He's really quick. His next step is becoming consistently physical without fouling or gambling too much, And at 6'2", 175, the priority is adding functional strength while keeping burst and change of direction. You always want to get bigger, faster, stronger, BFS. And at 175, he could gain some weight, but like I say, you don't want to lose any of his quickness because, boy, he can move, he can go for sure. Bloodline without the crutch. Here's his bloodline, I've been talking about. You may know, but why his name matters, why does Alston, when I hear that name, I think of first off as Rafer Alston. He was called Rafer Skip to My Lou Alston. He was a street ball icon, but also played at Fresno State and had a 12-year NBA career. Okay, and I believe he played for Tarkanian, Jerry Tarkanian there at Fresno State, if I'm not mistaken. And the nickname Lil Skip brings attention and expectations, and it does. But the key is separating bloodline hype from actual evaluation, and you have to do that as an evaluator. Don't just say, well, his daddy did this, so he can do it too. No. He's got to actually do it. And Reese has built his own resume through production, winning, offers, and a national ranking. He has. He's a player now. His bottom line here is the family story gets people to watch, but the game is what keeps them watching. And I'll be honest, when I saw that last Reese Alston, I thought, I've heard him before, but I think of his dad, Rafer, at Fresno State. I remember when I was in college, I believe, watching them play that late game. I remember Big Monday. He had the 3 games. It started at 6, then like at 8, and then like at 10. And Fresno would play that 10 o'clock game. And, boy, I love that, those big Mondays like that. That was the best thing ever. That's such a good time watching that. And you'd be coming in, maybe from playing basketball yourself. A lot of times we'd get out of class and we'd go down the park and play until it was summertime, about 6 o'clock. We'd go eat and we'd get back to the dorm around 7, or if it was raining or something, you'd start watching at 6 and just watch basketball all night. It was a lot of fun. And I always loved those late games. You'd see like Fresno and Rafer Alston, those guys playing, man. They played fast break, a lot of scoring. It was fun to watch. It was really, really fun. All right, now his strength versus development points here. His strengths are he has lead guard polish and ball control. He does scoring confidence at multiple levels. He's a 3-level scorer at the basket, mid-range, and 3. He can do all. He changes pace and has good body control. His production is tied to winning. That's a very key thing there. You can have production, but you're not winning. And if you're the point guard, that's bad. But his production is tied to winning. Defensive activity anticipation is very high. When you're averaging 3 steals a game, you have that for sure. You have anticipation, and you're active defensively. Development points, ways that he could grow is to add strength for college physicality. We talked about that. Gain some weight, get a little bit bigger, stronger. Keep stretching your shooting range. I didn't see any shooting percentages. What I see looks like he has a good shot, but a lot of his stuff is getting to is attacking the basket, and I love that. Continue limiting risky passes. He can be a little flamboyant sometimes. Maybe I don't know if that's the right word, but anyway, just always gotta cut your turnovers down. You don't want to turn it over at all. Prove efficiency against bigger athletes. At 6'2", he's gonna have bigger athletes on him. I know with Arkansas, my favorite team, and that's John Calahara. He likes the bigger guards, So, but how he does it, I can tell you right now, is that he's going to drive by you. If you're bigger, a little bit slower than him, he's going to get by you quick. And he's not small at 6'2". That's good size. Don't get me wrong. But he can face bigger, stronger athletes, and you got to prove that you can play with them. And I think he can. Of course he will. And defend without gambling. You don't want to go all or nothing because that hangs your defense out to dry and you give up easy baskets. So anyway. All right, so Alston has one of the cleaner guard profiles in the 27 class. But the difference between very good college guard and program-changing guard will come from his shooting efficiency, strength, and defensive consistency. Because right now he can get to the basket. He can get the basket against anybody. Can he shoot it as well? To make them come out there on him, close out on him, then he can drive the basket. If his shooting is not, if he's not an efficient shooter, they'll just back off of him, play him in the lane. Strength, gain some weight, get stronger, and then defensive consistency. Just always be better defensively. Which 3 steals a game is good, but like I say, you don't want to be all or nothing. All right, here's my final slide, final projection. Now, and this is a summary like in 1 minute. That was my note there. Now, his projected college role is to be a high major league guard. He's best when the ball is in his hands and the defense is reacting to his pace because he is quick. He can score enough to be in defenses, but also shows enough passing feel to run the offense. And he can. You'll see him in some of the clips. He's driving hard the basket, and he'll give it to a guy shooting a three in the corner. He'll, give it to a big man. He does a good job of that. Should be evaluated as a winning guard with national level tools, not just a famous name. And that's exactly right. If he didn't have that last name, Alston, if he was a Smith or a Jones, he'd still be highly rated. That's the way it should be. In closing, Reese Alston is a polished 27-point guard with real lead guard upside, production that matches the hype, and the spotlight he appears built to handle. He does. He appears built to handle it. He's done it so far. Seems to be pretty grounded from what I've seen of him, just a little bit. But yeah, heck of a player, man. He's really good. Whoever gets him is going to be real excited and real lucky to get him. All right, so let's watch some film here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And remember that word that I said is the best to explain him, explosive. And you'll see that just right off the bat here. Wow. All right, so here we go. I'm going to remember that, number 11. I'm trying to remember when it restarts here. Okay, here we go. Now watch this first off. Boom! Holy moly. Big dunk right there. We'll show that again here in a minute when it rotates back around. Here he is. Wow! Wow, wow, wow. See, he attacks the basket very well. Very explosive. He was the inbounder there. Look at him here. He's just skipping. I mean, he is an explosive, really good athlete. Look at that. Wow. I mean, he really can jump. He is a really good athlete here. Watch him here attacking that guy. And left-handed through contact. Should have been a foul right there. He got hit. Watch three guys around him. Then he passes. That's scoring gravity right there. Give it to the guy in the corner. Here's on the break. That's a floater right there. Good floater off the screen. Wow, look at him getting the basket. Man, he's tough. He's tough to stop on that. There is the inbounder. Good pass right there. Here he is on the break again. Man, just the finisher there. Wasn't leading it. And boom, look at that. Holy moly, 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 moly. Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, he is. And if you watch some more film of him, you'll see more of that. I mean, he is aggressive. And he is explosive. Man, that guy can jump. He's quick. I mean, his vertical is probably very high, probably very good. Guys that are like that. I mean, he looks like a deer bounding through there as he's running. I mean, really good athlete. Moves really well. And heck of a player. He's going to make some school very happy to get him. Maybe the NBA, you don't know. But anyway, man, heck of a player there. I almost called him Rafer just now. But Reese Alston, heck of a player. Like I say, somebody's going to be real happy. There's 35 offers right now. He's 6'2", 175. Of course, he can get a little bit bigger. But boy, he's a heck of a player. Like I say, you didn't see a lot of three-point shooting there, so that's something he needs to start working on more. In that way, they have to come out and guard him, then he'll go by them. He's super quick, and man, he's a good change of pace. He slows it down and speeds it up. Slow it down, speed it up. And he's not just a straight level. He's not just a straight line speed. He can move now. He's a good player. Good athlete. Very good athlete. All right, that's all I got, guys. I'm going to cut it right here. Hope you enjoyed that. Man, it's fun watching these guys play and seeing how talented they are. Super talented here, Reese Alston. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up button for me, and then subscribe to my channel. Most of my videos are geared towards Arkansas, but I do like to, when there's not big Arkansas news happening, I like to break down some of these national guys, and then we can see how the guys that we're getting compare to that. And so I think that's good too. And but anyway, love watching these guys. Whoever is after him right now, good luck. He's a heck of a player. It's going to be hard to get him. It's going to take a pretty penny. And but anyway, man, Heck of a player. And click that notification bell too. That way you know when I make more videos. If you like this, click that notification bell and it'll tell you when I make more videos. I'd love to have you back. I do, and if you have anybody you want me to break down, hey, leave their name in the comments. I check comments all the time. They come through my phone, and I look at them, and I will get back to you. I promise. And anyway, so if you got somebody you want me to break down, I love doing video breakdowns and watching these guys play. It's fun to me. And but anyway, that's all I got. I'm going to cut it right here, like I said earlier. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And come back. Don't be a stranger. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And that's all I got. And I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a great day, great evening, whenever you're watching this. And hey, I'm an Arkansas Razorback fan, so I always finish by saying, as always, go Hogs.